run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 31, Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Duvernay.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, Henry. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And we tend to give those running backs and the slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. To try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing,
touchdown! Mike Evans from 17 yards out. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Burrow.
got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And some space here. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
11.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He'll buy some time right.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Past the 20. Vop, touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's got Rome. Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Derrick Henry. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Texans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He completes it to Beckham.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Set, hut, yellow, 22. Hand the ball, check, smash. Black, jump.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Caught by Woods.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown, Colts!
Jonathan Taylor from 8 yards out. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 29-yard line. 180 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was an